Officially, it wasn't allowed.
No,
It wasn't allowed
special,
because you couldn't get them processed aboard in case the pictures fell into the wrong hands. And that's a picture of one of the it is here. When that was torpedoed, it was one of these ships, meat ships that was travelling alone, hoping, and just unlucky to run into a U-boat.
You took this one, did you?
Yes, yes. So I had to jump down into the boat and treat some of the wounded, because some of them got damaged by the torpedo. Give them a bit of morphia before we hoisted them up onto the ship. They were the only casualties, I think, with the second torpedo hit the lifeboats as they were being lowered. And so the whole crew and passengers pretty well, I think, were rescued from that.
They were lucky then.
Yeah. We put them up in the wardroom, 148 in the ship. It's quite a lot.
Wow.
It was a very crowded ship. When the convoys were being attacked by the packs of U-boats, the route was going further and further north to escape them. So we were right up among the icebergs and the whales, which was rather fun.
Yeah.
It's a picture actually of one of the first U-boats, was sunk by HMS Starling. And she rammed it and dropped depth charges. This was Captain Walker's ship, incidentally.
In action?
In action, yes.
This was actually the real thing then?
Yeah.
Or is that the real thing?
That might be a unique photograph.
Yes. That is unique because after that they did so much damage to their bows, they were in dock.
Right.
And they've told them not to ram U-boats again. They always needed proof, didn't they?
Yes,
yeah.
And
some of it was pretty grisly as well, wasn't it?
yes, so they lowered the boats to go and pick up the wreckage, and I was asked to go in one of these boats and see if there's any human remains floating around.
Yeah.
And I was taking pictures of depth charges going off, and this one went off the moment it hit the water. It's called a premature. And we had to go into port after that for repairs and refit. But the chance of that happening so small and to have a camera in your hand is quite unique, I think. Yeah. On another occasion, we went fishing. They thought there might be a U-boat lying on the bottom in the channel, and dropped some depth charges, and the sea was absolutely white with cod. And all the sailors got out with their hooks and nets and things in no time, and we hung around, and we all had a wonderful cod straight out of the sea. And when we got back, it was quite sensational, because sinking 6 U-boats, this was the time when the tide was just turning. And when we got back, it was quite sensational when we had really got on top of the U-boat. And that's the picture I took when we came back to Gladstone Dock. The Navy Alexander brought a message from Churchill.
Yes.
You know, he's a civilian lord. What tickled the sailors, he put on a cap, we think it was bus conductor, and an overcoat with brass buttons on. The sailors saw through that. The medical officer was in his bed, and this explosion happened, and the whole of the back end of the ship fell off. And he found himself lying in bed looking at the sea. Extraordinary, remarkable escape. We picked him up and took him on board. He climbed up there out of this wreckage, and was unhurt except we cut his feet on the jagged mantle. We took him home. No casualties. No human casualties. And they tried to tow it back. They got a tug there to tow it. They got it back within 40 miles of Falmouth, and a big gale blew up and broke up and sank. Very friendly. Something about the sea which unites sailors. But we went right up to Murmansk, and it was quite an adventure to see the Russians. Because we were never drinking at sea ever. I mean, everybody. It was a rule, but I mean, you couldn't stand the strain of keeping watch if you'd ever had any alcohol. But when they got back, you made up for it.